Welcome to the Resource Hub. This video I will be taking you through the funnel exploration reports in GA4 and I'm going to show you how to build one. So exploration reports were introduced in the move from UA to GA4. So with UA you had quite a number of built-in reports. Now those are mostly gone, but we have exploration reports, which Google has described as a collection of advanced techniques that go beyond your standard GA4 reports, and these can help you uncover insights about your users' behavior on your site. So what can you use exploration reports for? General like ad hoc queries, creating all sorts of charts and tables and graphs to better visualize your data, creating segments and audiences. You can really easily configure and switch between those techniques and sort and drill down into that data. You can also share your explorations with users in the same GA4 property. So if you've uncovered something really interesting, you can share that with other people. And you can export that data as well to other tools. So the funnel exploration reports that we'll be looking at today let you visualize the steps that users take to complete a task, and you can really easily see how well they are succeeding or failing at each step, because you can see where users enter your funnel and also where they drop off. So this information can be really helpful to improve your site and reduce inefficient or abandoned customer journeys. And you can also really easily create audiences of users based on where they enter or exit your funnel. And you can now analyze both closed funnels, so where users must enter at the very first step, so your beginning of your funnel, and open funnels where users can enter at any point. So if you have been a Google Analytics user for some time and we're familiar with Universal Analytics, you might be wondering, hang on, didn't we have funnels in UA? And yes, they were available. However, these funnels in GA4 are very different. So in Universal Analytics, there were 3 types of funnels available. So funnel visualization, shopping behavior, and checkout behavior. With the latter 2 only available with enhanced e-commerce. GA4 has just one funnel exploration tool, but significantly more powerful. And whereas UA's funnel was built on page views and sessions, GA4's is event-based, so it's much easier to understand and easier to interpret as well. GA4's funnel exploration now can also have up to 10 steps, whereas the UA funnel could only have 5. So let's take a step back a moment. What is a funnel? A funnel is a predefined path that you expect your website users to follow to complete goals in your site. So that might be a purchase or a form submission, a newsletter, subscription. And the funnel exploration report helps you visualize that path. So why should I use the funnel exploration? Well, it can help you improve your customer journeys. So ideally you want to reduce the abandonment rate on your site. And these funnel exploration reports can be really helpful in understanding that user behavior better. And also for remarketing, you can really easily create remarketing audiences from your funnel steps to re-engage those users who have dropped off. There are some limitations of funnel analysis. You can only see where users are dropping off while on your site, but not why. So some more investigation might be needed if you can see that a lot of users are dropping off at a certain point. And this can be kind of hard to understand if there aren't any obvious issues on the site. But we would recommend maybe something like using A/B tests to help with this. Okay, so back to GA4 funnels. So now we're going to go into the GA4 interface and actually take a look at the funnel exploration reports. Okay, so this is a funnel report that I built earlier. It's just using the Google Merch Shop GA4 account. So as you can see, the interface is split out into three parts. You've got your variables, your settings, and then your output over here. So under your variables, that's when you'll be having your name, the date range, segments if you're interested in segmenting out this data. You can add different segments under here. So that would be really helpful if you wanted to look at the behavior of certain groups of users. Your dimensions here, so this is choosing the data that you're going to put into your finished funnel, and then metrics. So the funnel exploration report is based on users as a default, so you can't actually add any extra metrics here. So over in the settings, you can see that you've selected funnel exploration as your technique. Visualization, you can have your standard funnel, or you can change it to a trended funnel, and that's what this looks like. However, if you've got quite a few steps, this can be a bit harder to interpret, so we'll stick with the standard funnel today. So this make open funnel, as we mentioned earlier, I've got it toggled on, so users can enter this funnel at any stage of the funnel. But if I was to toggle that off, users can only enter at this first stage, at the first step, and then if they enter later on, they won't be counted. Scrolling down here, these are the steps for your funnel. So we'll go in here and take a look. So I've set up this funnel as a fairly sort of standard e-commerce funnel. So you've got your view item, add to cart, begin checkout, and purchase. And you can see that I have just added these events here for each step. You can add parameters to these steps as well. And you can also decide if you want to set the steps to be indirectly followed by or directly followed by. So that would mean if I was to set this as directly followed by, users in the funnel would have to go from view item directly to add cart and not do anything else in between. But if we stick with indirectly followed, as long as they do follow this sequence, they're still counted in the funnel. You can also set a time constraint for in between each steps. So whether that be days, hours, minutes, seconds, we'll not set that in this particular funnel. And as I said earlier, you can have up to 10 steps. So we can see our output here, but maybe we do want to add some segments to this report. So we can have the segments that we've got over here, purchasers and non-purchasers, and we can see the difference between where people drop off. You can also add a breakdown dimension. So let's break down this data by device category as well. So you can see here, now we can see purchasers by desktop, by mobile, tablet, and smart TV. And the same for non-purchasers for each step. Show elapsed time. allows you to see the average time taken between each step. If you just toggle this on, so we can see elapsed time here, and you can see that here. Next action as well is also a really great tool. So if you insert event name here, you can see the top 5 next actions that these users in your funnel took. So for non-purchasers, the top 5 next actions: review item list, page views, no next action at all, a scroll, or non-purchasers. And of course, you can filter these reports as well, if you so choose, by one of the dimensions that you've selected over here. So that is your funnel report. Please do let us know if you have any questions about this, and if you would like to see us cover some more of the exploration reports. Yeah, happy exploring.